Aum Shinrikyo, whose name means Supreme Truth, was a Japanese religious cult and terrorist organization that combines aspects of Buddhism, Hinduism, and even Christianity into its teachings. The group was founded in 1984 by Shoko Asahara, although that wasn't his real name. His real name was Chizui Matsumoto. Aum Shinrikyo, at its peak, had upwards of 40,000 members and offices in Japan, Russia, and the United States. The group was notorious for attracting the rich, educated, and influential into its ranks, giving it the nickname "the religion for the elite." The group was first started as a meditation and yoga class in Asahara's one-bedroom apartment in Tokyo in 1985. In 1989, it officially became recognized as a religious organization. After its founding, Shoko Asahara became obsessed with biblical prophecies like the apocalypse. Millenarianism became the centered teaching of the group and is believed to explain, at least to an extent, why so many educated and wealthy individuals flocked to the group. They were, in essence, bored and wanted something more exciting than the typical sermons. As the group believed Asahara to be the first enlightened one since Buddha, it's important to understand what sort of person Asahara was. Shoko Asahara, or Chizui Matsumoto, was born in 1955 in a remote area of southern Japan. He began attending a school for the blind as his sight gradually became worse since birth. As Asahara never attended university because he failed to gain admission, he began studying Chinese medicine, which was a fairly common practice for the blind. He married in 1978 and went on to father 12 children, although some of his daughters say it was actually 15. Asahara traveled to the Himalayas in 1987 to study Buddhist and Hindu teachings. In his travels, Asahara met the Dalai Lama. Aum Shinrikyo, often shortened to just Aum, committed the worst terrorist attack to ever occur in Japan, the March 20th, 1995 Tokyo subway siren attack. In 5 coordinated attacks, 5 armed members released sarin gas onto 5 trains that resulted in 12 killed, 50 severely injured, and 5,000 others affected. Sarin, for those of you who don't know, is a colorless and odorless liquid nerve agent. The nerve agent was created by Nazi scientists in 1938 in Germany. Sarin gas is very deadly, and the only reason more people weren't killed in 1995 is due to the fact that Aum scientists didn't process the chemical long enough, making it less potent. The 5 men that perpetrated the attack were all intelligent and highly qualified in their fields. Ikuo Hayashi was a senior medical doctor. Kenichi Hirose graduated with a postgraduate degree in physics. Toru Toyoda studied applied physics and graduated with honors. Masato Yokoyama was a graduate in applied physics, and Yasuo Hayashi studied artificial intelligence. These 5 men were very intelligent and bring up the question, why did they do it? In talks after the attack, all 5 men regretted what they did, but believed they were doing the right thing as Asahara had told them so. The delivery of the attack was very crude. Sharpened umbrellas were used to poke holes in liquefied sarin bags. Some of the bags the men were carrying didn't even break. But the fact that they had managed to manufacture sarin is extremely impressive. Sarin is outlawed in a number of United Nations resolutions, and Saddam Hussein was even in possession of it prior to his death. Aum had committed a number of other attacks in Japan. In 1994, Aum members sprayed sarin gas in the Japanese city of Matsumoto, killing 8 and injuring 200 more. Only after the Tokyo subway attacks did the Japanese police find out that Aum was responsible. Another incident occurred in 1994 in which refurbished refrigerator vans were used to drive around and release sarin gas around judges' houses overseeing a lawsuit against Aum. This resulted in 7 deaths and 500 injured. The group was reportedly linked to the deaths of a number of lawyers and family members of Aum members. And the kidnapping and death of Kiyoshi Kariya in 1995 supposedly led Japanese police to begin planning raids on Aum properties. This is believed to be the reason why Asahara ordered the Tokyo subway attack. It's important to note that these attacks were not known, at least by the majority, to have been carried out by Aum. Most simply did not know. Aum is very interesting because of the way they grew and legitimized themselves. Asahara wrote a number of books, lectured at universities, and appeared in cartoons. Aum had access to hundreds of millions from wealthy donors, and also used extortion, forcing people to pay exorbitant amounts for treatments in their hospitals. The group was notorious for its use of LSD in initiation ceremonies as well as shock therapy. Asahara even had his brainwaves recorded and then transmitted into some members' children's heads, believing it would increase their intelligence and happiness and make them closer to Asahara. The group believed that World War III would be started by the United States and all of Aum's members would emerge after the world was destroyed and begin anew. After the attacks, the Japanese authorities were quick to target Aum properties, finding large sums of cash and weapons, arresting thousands, and even finding a Russian helicopter that was supposed to be used to spray larger quantities of sarin. A number of chemicals and enough sarin to kill the entire population of Tokyo were also seized. Asahara was arrested on the 16th of May and sentenced to death shortly after, although he is still alive in prison. Most of Aum's members were arrested and sent to prison for life. These arrests and crackdowns led to a number of retaliatory attacks. On the 30th of March 1995, Takaji Kunimatsu, chief of the National Police Agency, was shot 4 times. On the 5th of May 1995, a burning paper bag was found in a toilet containing a hydrogen cyanide device that had the potential to kill 10,000 commuters in a busy train station in Tokyo. A number of other devices were found in various locations across Tokyo as well. The group changed considerably once Asahara was out of the picture. Asahara's sons took over after his arrest for a short time. Then, in 1995, Aum was stripped of its religious legal entity and declared bankrupt in 1996. In 2000, the group changed its name to Aleph and announced a fundamental change to its doctrine. Also, some members left to start Hikaru no Wa in the same year. It still operates today with over 1,600 members, most based in Japan but some also based in Russia. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Before I finish, I thought I'd add a short interesting video, one that is creepy I must warn, of some children of Aum's members dancing to a song dedicated to Shoko Asahara. Have fun.
Sonshi, 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 Asahara sonshi. Sonshi, 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 Asahara sonshi. 日本の孫子、世界の孫子、地球の孫子、孫子、孫子、光を放ち、今立ち上がる若きエースに帰依しよう、僕らの日本を